Hey guys, so I think you remember that I've said that there is going to be some raging on this channel. Well, this is going to be one of those times. I thought about talking about this even before I had a YouTube channel. I was just going to talk about this and get active with it, but I never really had. I kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. Something happened today, along with a couple other things, that just made me just burst, and I just have to talk about it. And I figured this would be probably the best outlet. Also, don't mind my cats. They're going crazy. So, everybody has dogs. Almost everybody has dogs. Dogs are great. Everybody loves dogs. This here is Merlin. He's probably the cutest thing in the entire world. He's my dog. However, he also happens to be my service dog. Now, what is a service dog? People think service dogs and they almost automatically think of a seeing eye dog or a seizure dog or something like that. But there are so many different things that a service dog can be. The list is almost endless of the tasks and abilities and disabilities that these dogs are trained to assist with. And a service dog is not just someone's helper. It's basically a piece of piece of medical equipment, a piece of that helps them live their lives, like a wheelchair or something like that. But they're still living animals. And that makes people, want to come up to you, want to talk to your dog, want to pet your dog. Don't do that. If you see a dog with someone in a place that there's not usually dogs, it's probably a service dog. Also, if you see a dog with a vest on, it is probably a service dog, and you should leave it alone. This dog is working. This dog has a specific task that it is meant to do. And just like you wouldn't want somebody coming up and talking to you while you were trying to do something important while you were at work, would you? No, I don't think so. Don't go up to these dogs. Don't go up to the people and ask if you can pet their dogs. If you think it might just be a pet, i.e. not wearing a vest, especially not wearing a vest that says do not pet on it, then you can ask if you can pet the dog. You should also respect these animals while they're out and about with their handlers. I've gotten to know that there's a lot of people that disrespect people that have a service dog if their disability is invisible. You don't know what disability this person can have. Just because they're not visibly limping or walking strange or something like that, that does not mean they do not have a disability. That does not mean they do not need the service dog that is at their aid. That does not mean you can pull pranks or whatever. So I'm going to get to what happened today. I was walking my service dog because he's not quite used to city life yet, so cars and things are a bit new to him. So we're getting used to that. And he was doing a really good job. He was nervous, but he was doing a good job. He was doing his job. He kept checking on me, making sure I was okay through this whole process. And then someone came up behind us in their car and decided to honk as they drove past. And I could see the smiles on their faces. They thought it was funny. Not only were my issues spiked at that point, but my service dog freaked out so much that I had to get on my knees and pet him and talk to him and comfort him to calm him down. If I had disabilities that are worse than the ones that I have, this could have been disastrous. Not only could the dog have been hurt, I could have been hurt. I could have been hospitalized. It could have triggered a seizure or something like that. You do not mess with dogs that are service dogs. Service animals are doing a job, and it is not okay to disrupt what they are doing. Even if it's just, you think it's harmless to try and go and pet this cute dog, think about it. You wouldn't touch somebody's cane. If a blind man was walking across the street, would you go up and be like, oh, your cane is so cool, can I touch it? No, you wouldn't. Don't do it to the dog. And service dogs can be any breed. Like, they can be purebred, they can be a mutt, it doesn't matter. Any breed of dog can be a service dog. So please, if you see someone out with a service dog, give them respect. Mind your distance. You don't know what they have that dog for. You don't know what is going on with them or with their dog. If someone has a service dog with them, just leave them alone. They're not going to ruin your day. They're just there. They're just trying to get something done. So why don't you just stop and walk away? If you feel the need, you have to say something. Perhaps go up and say, your dog is such a good worker. And leave it at that. Leave it at that. Don't ask questions. Don't ask what their disability is. Nobody wants to talk about that. Okay? We know that we have something wrong with us because we have a service animal with us. That doesn't mean you get to grill us for our life story. Think about it. Before you approach a person with a service dog, before you approach a service dog, stop and think. I'm going to sign off now. I hope you all have had a better day than me. I'm sure tomorrow will be better. So, until next time, happy trails.
Yeah.